EDB 1000 space 1 says, do you still talk down to people whose comments you don't like? You are a vain roid head, nothing more. Oh boy. Okay. Wishing you the very best, EDB. Capri, do you want kids? I think so. Lisa, B1, says, if you weren't into fitness and health, business, what would you be doing? What were your dreams as a child? I wanted to be an NBA player, and I wanted to be a famous rapper. That's fun. Thank you, says. What you are particularly grateful for in this new chapter of your life? I think right now, that's a nice question. I think right now I'm just grateful for the people in my life, the support system I have in my life, and the opportunities I have in my life to explore. Just explore. And I use that term very broadly. Explore business, explore side hustles, explore knowledge, explore relationships, just explore my fears and insecurities. Exploration. Grateful for that. Grateful for my opportunities there and just the people that keep me going. I'm one of those guys that for the things I consider myself to be good at, I have so many shortcomings that I'm just surrounded by people that are great at sort of turning me and kind of nudging me in the right way, in the right direction. Great question. Singing, Dancing Muscle Man says, I have the best question for your next Q&A. Would you rather have a human body and a dog head or a dog body and a human head? Your adoring fans need to know the answer to this very important question. That is an important question. I guess I'd rather have a dog head. That's funny. Armin V says, hey, I found you a year ago with your ulcer stomach video. I have stomach issues for over a year now. I wonder if you feel any better now. And my question is, protein powder, 0 carb, good or bad for stomach ulcers? It's Amin. Sorry you're dealing with stomach issues. I occasionally still do. I occasionally still get a burning feeling or sharp stabbing feeling in my upper abdomen right below my sternum. It's something that still causes me some stress and some anxiety, but I also, I still eat fatty foods or greasy foods from time to time. I still also partake in some drinking. And so I find that I'm doing that balance of being as healthy as I can while acknowledging that there's still things I could do to improve upon it. But it's been a weird thing, I have to admit. It's not my favorite. I don't know about the protein powder question. I'm not sure if that's good or bad for stomach ulcers. And I don't want to comment on it just because I'm so limited in my knowledge. But I do know, right? I do know, and this is pretty common knowledge, that high fat foods tend to be harder. They produce more acid. Alex M. Hey Noah, my question is, how have you been doing and what have you been up to? Haven't seen very many videos of you lately. I've been doing okay. I've just been very, very involved in my gym. I opened a CrossFit gym, a fitness gym, started in January, and there was like a couple months leading up to that just took up a lot of my time. And then beyond, something like that, because there's always time to make content if it's important to you, I think I got a little burned out, and I think I got a little butthurt with YouTube just because I put so many eggs in this basket, and then we had a really bad year on YouTube between my two channels financially, and I was in a weird space financially, which is I take responsibility for. I'm a grown up, but it just kind of made me bitter. So I just wanted to get away, and I wanted to hide, and I wanted to do my own thing. And I'm slowly working my way back to making more content, kind of realizing that it scratches a different itch well beyond finances, and it always has. Mickey Rose says, do you miss filming videos with your dad? I do. I do. We still have some in the vaults, but for those of you that don't know, I have another channel that I started at the same time as this one back in 2012 called Dr. Paul Thomas, MD. My dad's a now retired pediatrician. He just retired a handful of months ago. And part of my normal routine was to be at his office getting content for our channel. And that's changed. So he's still around, and we're still exploring ways to get more content, Mickey, but yeah, in the way that we previously did, that is over, and I suppose I do miss it. Chad Allen, the GOAT, says, what kind of role does your friend Cypress Jones, who was in my last couple of videos, the game you can only play once, play in your life at this time? Are you still hanging around with Mark? Haven't seen much content from him lately, but the dynamic between you two was hilarious. What are your goals with the gym? Cypress is someone I can, on a personal level, just communicate honestly and openly with, and we can support each other in that way because he has a lot of similar experiences with mental health and some addiction stuff. And then professionally, he's working on content, and he also is a member at my gym, and part of his membership is helping me make content for my channel and for my gym. So he works in the back end, making shorts for the big channel, editing videos, coming up with creative ideas, and trying to spearhead the back end stuff that sometimes I struggle with. Mark the Irishman moved to a different state. Missed that guy. I do have a business plan, of course, had to have one in order to get the gym going. And my goals of the gym are simply to grow it and create a diverse experience and help bring fitness to as many people as I possibly can, and to demystify CrossFit, demystify what it means to be fit and what it means to be healthy, and meet as many scared, nervous, insecure people as possible and show them that they can work out, that they can be a part of fitness, they can take care of themselves in that way. Where I see myself being the next 5 years, I see myself being a little smarter, a little wiser, a little more financially stable, and the business being a little more consistent. Chelsea Scars says, what do you take away from watching your dad be unjustly persecuted in the medical field? I take away that it takes a lot of courage and bravery to stand up for something you believe in and something that is not widely accepted or understood. I take away that we live in a system and in a society, unfortunately at this time, that wants to silence and censor people for standing up for what they believe in, and that's unfortunate, regardless of what side of the fence you are. So I also take away that it's very important financially to have your ducks in a row before doing certain things, because he lost just about everything on that end, and I take away that it's important to be thoughtful about that stuff and be mindful, because given that he's in his mid-60s, right, he was in a position where he could speak up on his thoughts about a variety of hot topics and put it on the line. But it would have been tough if he were 40 with 5 kids at home. So I just take away that we live in a strange world, and he's very brave. I quest to be as brave as he is. Officers I Fernandez. Hey, how's it going? My name is Officer Ismail, and my question is, how do you eat and drink diet, and how do you work out? I want to be a bodybuilder, but I'm also skinny. I don't want to get muscle. I do want to get muscle, but how? Well, I tend to eat 2 meals a day. That's it. I almost always have the same meal every day. Protein-loaded breakfast sort of meal that's usually oatmeal, bananas, some peanut butter, some raisins, a little bit of honey, a little bit of sea salt, a couple scoops of protein powder, something like that, a couple 2-3 hours before working out. That's traditional, 40-50 grams of protein there. And then after that, I'm very traditional in that I look for a protein, trying to get roughly 60 to 100 grams of protein in my last meal. I want a veggie. I don't really care which. We'll figure that out. And then I want a starch. Most of my days end with something that can replace my glycogen, so maybe white rice, for example, but it could be a lot of other things too. And then I try not to eat dessert, personally, and I try not to ever snack. Yeah, that's basically it. As far as working out, I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm a CrossFit athlete and coach. So I like to do everything, and CrossFit's my preferred method. And as far as you gaining muscle, my friend, you just need to make sure you're eating enough, and then just pick a workout routine or bodybuilding plan or something and just do it. Make sure you're eating enough, track your stuff, and just live and learn, make adjustments, try to enjoy the journey. And then there's tons of help. So just try something, see if it sticks. If it doesn't, keep learning, keep going. Amen, brother. Karen Groves says, hey, Noah, I just want to say how bloomin' marvelous it is to see you in such good spirits today. I share your journey with you in spirit through your videos, and I'm also having a good day today. Oh, that's good. No questions, but instead I wish to say thank you. Karen, I appreciate it. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. Tennessee Chin says, if you have a higher power, did you give it a name? And what is someone's weirdest higher power you have heard of? Doorknob, for example. Yeah, my higher power, the universe. Sometimes I pray to a traditional Christian God. I think I just pray. And I think I just believe. I try not to define it too much, but I find comfort and take comfort in spirituality, that's for sure. And I learn and am happy to listen to a variety of religious beliefs too. Tennessee Chin also says, do you think that the searching and fearless moral inventory step can be damaging for someone, causing devastation, depression by having to relive personal cringe moments that cannot be changed? I think that just depends on who's leading you through that. You're referring to the 12-step program and fearless moral inventory. I think if you have proper guidance and support and you can put it in its right place as far as context and value and importance and relevance to going forward, it can be just fine. That's just me.